I thought the way that State won the game on Saturday was very much a Dave Doeren special. Defense with 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions. I thought Aiden White's pick in the end zone was still 7-6 was the play of the game. It's important for State to stay on schedule. It's important for them to stay ahead of teams. And we've seen the formula now 2 weeks in a row. First against Clemson, then against Miami. You do enough on offense. You don't beat yourself on offense. The defense actually is the one that turns around and wins the game for you as long as you don't beat yourself. And I thought State in that game on Saturday night, the defense is more than just Peyton Wilson now. And I think that was the big problem early in the season. And people can go back and look and be like, no, the defense all year. No. The defense was giving up big plays. They were getting gashed because they were trying to do too much, which is what Dave Doeren had said after the Duke game. Hey, we've got to just worry about our job. And I think Peyton Wilson has been spectacular all season, but you can see the growth of the unit around him now, and they are able to win games that way. It's going to be interesting because, as Dave Doeren often says, the chip on their shoulder. They play better with the chip on their shoulder. And there was definitely one after losing at Duke 24-3. That was a bad night. They went back, they got a week off, and they reevaluated who they are and how they can win football games. So they deserve all of the props for doing that.
I don't think anybody thought that NC State was going to get to bowl eligibility the way they've gotten to bowl eligibility following that Duke game. If you had wins over Clemson and Miami,
I did tell you they were playing their best game against Clemson.
It's consistent what we've always said about Dave Doeren. We can look at the larger context of his record. We can look at the larger context of his ACC win percentage. We can look at the larger context of getting to 78 wins after 11 years on the job speaks more to NC State's football program than anything else. But the one consistency with Dave is they do not quit. It is a resilient group. They might not have the flashiest wins. These are features, not a bug. If anything, we should stick with calling them the NC State Wolf Hawkeyes or whatever you want to call them, or the Iowa Wolfpack, because that's kind of their MO in the grand scheme of things. And here's Dave Doeren. He got a question from Brett Friedlander on this note about, look, when everybody was kind of done with you after the Duke loss, you found ways to win. And you're on the road now with some very winnable contests against Wake Forest and Virginia Tech. Just saying, but we'll get to a rumor in a second. But here's Dave Doeren after the game.
I don't know. I always feel like everything starts with my attitude, my energy. I think there's one thing that I am proud of about myself. I don't quit. I'm very, very persistent. No matter how tough it is, I'm going to keep fighting. And because I do that, I think that wears off on people and in the program. And that's just, the DNA of this place, which is one of the things I love about NC State. Going back to Jimmy V, I've said that a million times, but his never quit speech is so perfect, for this team and for this school.
That's Dave Doeren after the game. There's the Wolfpack game for soft people from Phillip Rivers. There's the Julius Hodge. They prefer when they're the underdog. They don't really do well when things are expected of them. They always surprise you. It's your law of the wolf. And that, I guess, that whole law of the wolf motif gets you to how they beat Miami, a team that, by the way, is going through it offensively. It was a bad matchup for the Hurricanes from the get-go, given what they've been doing offensively. They have not been scoring a lot of points. For whatever reason, Mario Cristobal insists on Tyler Van Dyke when a lot of Miami fans are ready for the true freshman. And Van Dyke continues to just be shoulder-shruggy meh at this point.
He was hurt, and then he was just bad.
He's just been bad. You're right. He was hurt. He was
bad
hurt
on Saturday.
But he was bad on Saturday. And here's Dave Doeren to ESPN after he gets that wins mark.
I know you're not big on personal accolades, but you are now the winningest coach in program history. When you hear the number 78 and Earl Edwards, what emotion does that trigger for you?
It'll hit me a little bit later. Right now, I'm just ready to get in the locker room, have some fun with these guys. But I came here to do something, and leaving something behind, something that my family can be proud of. I think we did that. Very thankful to all the coaches that have helped me and all the players. It means a lot.
Congratulations, Coach. Enjoy it.
Go Pack. Chancellor Woodson, turn on the red light, big dog.
Turn on the red light, big dog. Breaking Tea has so many shirt opportunities, from Salty Dave to turn on the red light, big dog, all that stuff that they can license with Dave Doeren at this point.
Was it me, or did he stop himself
He
there
stopped
when
himself.
he was like, we came here to...
He stopped
No,
himself.
you didn't come here to be the all-time leader in school wins.
No.
I came here to win. I came here to win titles.
I do believe him.
The motto from the day one, Joe, has been one pack, one goal. The one goal is not to be the career leader in school wins.
I think it's a byproduct of having been here for a long time. He's right.
No, I love that he stopped himself.
Yeah.
I'm giving him credit. I have been giving him credit since the Duke game for his messaging. Picking the fight with Steve Smith, whatever.
Whatever. He was an avatar.
I think his messaging has improved as this year's gone along. This is the big test, though. Wake Forest is not a good football team.
No, they're not.
I think Dave Clawson is the best coach in the country, let alone in the ACC.
Yeah, but they're
not a good football team.
No.
Virginia Tech is now Ender Sandman, yada yada yada, all that other crap.
Virginia Tech's turned it around for the beginning of the
State
season.
Goes from two teams that where you go Clemson and Miami. Like, okay, Clemson and Miami still have more talent than NC State.
Mm-hmm.
Now you go play two teams who you have more talent than on the road in games. Now, this is the most dangerous word in the entire Wolfpack lexicon. Should win.
That's what I was saying.
Should.
It's the Julius Hodge thing.
They never win the should games.
No.
But that's a bridge to cross when you get there. But back to Dave's messaging, he said last week, I want our team to practice like we lost.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mindset that they need, and it's not about Steve Smith. It's not about proving anybody wrong. It's about having this mindset and staying within each week and understanding there's a very specific way that you have to play to win football games. They did that against Clemson. They did that against Miami. They're certainly capable of doing that against a very, very, very beatable Wake Forest team.